back to DeFi, Degens, Drip, and Farm for Poverty, where on this channel, our vision is to empower the impoverished by helping you find financial freedom through crypto assets. Please subscribe and leave a comment and a thumbs up. Hey guys, welcome back. DeFi, Degens, Drip, and Farm for Poverty. So today we're going to be talking about the Drip Garden and why this may be the absolute best time to get in and build your bags and how it supports the entire ecosystem. So first of all, you may not be aware of the Drip Garden. I realize, like I said, I've found out from the polls that we've done that a lot of you guys are brand new to not only DeFi, but also to Drip and the Forex ecosystem and all this stuff. And I apologize again as a YouTuber. I have failed you guys and not put out content that is relevant to the audience and helping you get onboarded. So I'll be covering this in the Wednesday videos, but just today is talking about just the garden in general, assuming you have some information on it, so I'm not going into a deep dive. So it's mainly for people that are familiar. But if you're not, the garden acts as a miner. If you're not familiar with the miner, it's basically the earlier you get in, the better your chances are. You get a daily ROI, you get to pull out, yada, yada, yada. But for specifically within the Drip ecosystem, the garden is paired with BUSD, and you can basically look at it as a leverage play on Drip. So if you get into the garden, if Drip is going up, then you have exponential gains on whatever price you brought in. If Drip is going down, you have exponential losses. That's what leverage really does. It multiplies your investment. So I'm going to look at some previous miners first to show you how they have fared, and then that'll give you a better idea about Drip. So one of the oldest miners is BNB Miner. It's still around now. I'm not connected here. I have never actually got in BNB Miner, but it's one of the older ones. I think it's like over 400 days old or something, so just over a year and some change. I've never actually connected to this site, so I just want to see what it actually looks like. Connect on one of my sub wallets. So the contract balance, this is what's really important, is the contract balance has 2,219 BNB. And basically what you are looking at in any of these miners, so you can see here on the website, it's 429 days running. So it's the longest running miner. So when you go to the actual contract, and most of them will have a link down here to it, so BSC scan, this is really what you're looking at in any of these miners that you get into. You want to know how is it faring. So it started out way back here, very low BNB balance, couple $1,000s. It's when it first got started, and it peaked literally just this past October, so about 7 months ago, 7,000 BNB, about $3 million. This was the high for this miner. And then it's sold off. It's kind of going back up again. So there was a big push for miners about 2 months ago, and people jumped in. So these things, the way they're written is they're immutable. Once they're thrown out on the blockchain, they'll all, forever and ever and amen, be there. And as long as new people get in and you continue kind of doing your compounding, the 6-in-1 strategy that most people adopt, or even 10-in-1, you'll pretty much be able to continue to pull out from this, because it starts to slow down the people that are pulling out consistently without compounding or putting back into the contract. So just want to show you BNB Miner, the longest running. There's one on AVAX called Ruby Miner. I'm not connecting to this one because it's on AVAX. I don't feel like switching my network. But Ruby Miner has $102,000 worth of value. So you saw this one had 3 point some odd million. This was 102,000. Then you have Grinch Bucks, which is on BSC, and it's got $300,000 in it. And the contract is easier to see here. So this one launched in April, had an all-time high of around 2 million, and then it's leveled off down here around 300,000. It's been a slow sell-off, but I'm still pulling out. I haven't quite ROI'd on here. I think I have about another $130 left, but I do a 6-in-1 on here, and basically every 6 days I can pull out about $25, which right now gets me about a drip and a half. So hey, that ain't bad, because I can take from here, pay my gas, and buy drip with it. So I haven't ROI'd on this one as of yet. But this brings us to the BNB miner on steroids that Forex created. So let's take a look at this one. So this one, you can see the contract balance this number here says 420,000 drip BUSD, but that doesn't help you understand just how big that is and what the gravity of this number is. So the actual contract balance is almost $6 million. It doesn't show the BNB value on the contract analytics because it's not in BNB, it's in BUSD. So you would have to actually look at the drip BUSD pair, but not all of that is specific to drip the garden. So a portion of it is the garden and a portion of it is the drip BUSD in and of itself. But the point being is that this contract by itself, as of right now, still has $6 million. Sorry, that's not it. Here. Still has $6 million locked up in liquidity from the $420,000 token pair. So that just goes to show you, remember I showed you BNB miner at its high had 7 million. So this one's still sitting at 6 and it's nowhere near its all-time high. It's actually it's been going down from its all-time high the entire time, and it's still sitting at $6 million. And it's, I think it was created in December, November, somewhere around there. September, October, November, I can't remember exactly. Here we go. So they started it back here in December. So we're 6 months in on this one. It got to an all-time high up here with 888,000, almost 100,000 LP tokens. I don't know what that was with the price of drip, but pretty much double what it is now, plus a higher drip price. So probably 20, 30 million was sitting in here at some stage. And it's still doing really, really well, even with the sell-offs. So what does that mean? So that means to me that this is a great opportunity to get in because it's kind of hanging flat. And you can see if you were to take the average price of drip right now is about 17 bucks. So that will get you one drip BUSD LP. $15 will get you one whole LP. It's actually a little less than $15. But with that $15, you can come over to the garden and it will get you about 150 plants, if I'm not mistaken. As of right now, by the time you watch this video, it could get you even more, so 165. And this will allow you to basically, like I said, leverage trade drip. So right now, we've been sitting at this range of drip for quite some time. I'm not good with DEX tools. Let's close this one. Doesn't want to move up for me. Anyway, down here, 14, I think was a low, and 20. So we've been bouncing around between, we'll call it 14 and a half and just shy of 20. So 14 and a half to 18 or so. So when drip makes its next run up, that means you'll be in a much better position to get the price appreciation of the drip BUSD LP. So right now, drip has been trading sideways for quite a while. So it's at, not its all-time low, but it's found some support down here. So this is the best time to accumulate drip, and one of the best ways to do it, besides being in the faucet, is to use the leverage play of the drip garden. So what does this all mean? So like I said, if you have 15 bucks, 17 bucks, you can get yourself 165 plants. And then with the plants, as you're collecting, so you can pick your hydration strategy, compound strategy, maybe 1 in 10, 6 in 1, whatever it is. Then you would come over to the farm and you would place that LP once a week into the drip BUSD. In that pool, you would then start earning pigs, and your pigs, you would then, this is my personal strategy, your pigs you would place into the, let's pull that up, pig pen, and pull it up on the animal farm. So then you would create a 6-in-1 strategy here. So this would, so you can see how this works. I'm gonna do another chart on this, but 6 days in the garden, you would compound, right? 1 day you claim. That 1 day that you claim, you would put that LP into the drip BUSD pool. Now you would do the same thing here. You would compound 6 days and then claim 1 day. That 1 day that you claim, you would come over to here and place it in the pig pen. Then in the pig pen, you just let it accumulate. You can compound daily, you can compound every other day, but in the pig pen, you're actually getting pigs and you're getting BUSD. Then the cool thing about this is on the next cycle of 6-in-1, so now you're at that second week and you're compounding 6 days. Now you have the second time you're going to claim. Well, that second time that you claim, you can then actually break the LP apart So instead of putting it directly into, oops, got to go back over here. Not that one. God, I hate that we're on two sites. Instead of putting it directly into the farm to get pigs, you can break it apart now and take the drip and put the drip in the faucet, and then you can take the BUSD and place it into either the BUSD dogs pool, so you start earning dogs, which will get you pigs. I'm sorry, it's over here. BUSD pool, which earn you dogs. So now you're getting dogs. Or you could take that BUSD and then start to pair it with the available pigs that are coming from here. And then now you can get into the piggy bank. So the drip BUSD liquidity pool pair, or specifically the drip garden, is your one-stop shop to getting into the entire ecosystem. So there are multiple ways to spin it, but the point being is that you can make money from drip BUSD. Then you can go into the farm and make money by getting pigs. Then you can put pigs into the pig pen and make literal BUSD and pigs. So you can sell the pigs. You can then take the BUSD and put it into the BUSD pool and earn dogs. You can take the dogs and earn the dogs and earn you pigs. You can sell the dogs. There are so many ways to play this just by getting into the drip garden. That is the cool thing about it. And once the farms open up, I think we're not going to moon people that say it's going to be bullish and all this stuff like that. No, I think we'll see a little bit of positive price action, but there's only utility for the people existing in the ecosystem, and then maybe a couple of spectators on the sidelines, maybe the ape swap, but it's not going to be enough to push the prices back up here. But it could definitely get us into the 20s and 30s range very easily, because you'll have less claim pressure on the drip BUSD pair, and you'll have people able to utilize the entire farm. So anyone not in drip but that does like farming will start to see this as a place to put their capital, because this is a very attractive pool for stable coins. Where'd it go? Oh, in the farms. I was getting confused, sorry. So in the farms, there are plenty of stable coin farming that you can do to earn dogs. So there might be some people sitting on the sidelines, I mentioned this in another video, that want to put some of their assets here in what has been coined the greatest farm in crypto. So that being said, there's going to be a lot of opportunity going forward for the drip BUSD pool and getting in the drip garden. So this is one of the best times. And again, with the drip BUSD, if you break it apart and put the drip into the drip faucet, you can take the BUSD and put it right back into drip liberation and get more plants. So you can continue feeding your garden, even if you break it apart or put it into the piggy bank. So anyway, hope that makes sense for you guys. Hope it gives you a decent overview of the drip garden and why it's attractive as of right now, being a great opportunity. Get in super low. 15 bucks, less than $25 can get you almost 2 LPs basically. Let's see, 25. I'm just curious if that will get you 2 LPs. Should be right below. Should be like 1.9 or something like that. 1.75. Yeah. So very attractive buy-in. All right, guys. Until next time, lift daily and achieve your impossible. See ya.